and salute everybody. Question of the day is, when will we introduce professionalism in our personal life, in our African community, in our African family? When are we going to adopt professionalism in our life, in our lives, I should say, in our community? When is it going to happen? Welcome back to the channel, Chatting with Nicole. We just chatting here. If you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, do that right now. Share this video, like, and also check out the rest of the videos. If you're new, I welcome you. Welcome to the family. I have some videos out there that will be of interest to you, especially the last 4 videos, because this is going to be a continuation of that. So I want you to check those out. But I welcome you and I thank you for your support. So I'm asking the question, and I promised 4 videos for the series while we're avoiding our race. But I realized that I left a topic that I cannot finish this series without talking about it. And that we talk about professionalism and customer service for our business owners. But I want to talk about professionalism in our personal lives. And I know professionalism is a loaded word. Loaded, I'm making it loaded. I'm loading it with a lot of things right now. So I want to just use professionalism. And I want to tell you specifically the first thing on the list in my loaded professionalism that I'm going to talk about today is being on time. Yes, I took one for the team because I know we will all complain about it, but we don't talk about it. We don't address it. So I have taken one for the team for a while now. So I'm taking one for the team again, and I'm asking you, my brothers and sisters, my African community, my African family, I'm asking you, when are we going to adopt professionalism when it comes on time, being on time? We know that when we are working for the white man, and the white man has to pay us, we rely on the paycheck, we want to have our job. We know that when our schedule is 7 a.m., we know to be there at 6:50. We know to be there at 6:45. Because if we don't, we're going to get fired. If we don't, we're not going to get paid. So we do know the importance of being on time. It's not like we don't know it. We know that it's important to go to work on time, especially when it's not your own job. You are not your own boss. You're working for the white man. You know to get there on time. So why is it that when it is your own job, when it is your own, gathering, service, business, whatever it is you are planning, your own thing, why are you always late to that? You're always on time for the white man because you know time is money. It is important for you to be there on time. But why is it that when your fellow brothers and sisters, we have this gathering, whatever it is, it's a convention, whatever it is we plan, why are we always late? Why are we always talking about African time, American time? Why are we doing that? When you have a schedule with the white man, with your job, you don't ask them whether, is it 7 o'clock African time or American time? You don't ask that. You just show up at 7 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, whatever time zone you are, you just show up. But when your brother, your sister, when, your other, African family, African community, when they have a funeral, services, birthdays, whatever event it is, when they tell you to come in at 8 p.m., you label that as, you ask, is it African time or American time? Even if you don't ask what time zone is, African time or American time, you don't get there till 3, 4, 5 hours later. Why do we do that? Why can we respect time with our own? in our own doing, in our own businesses, in our own gathering, in our own community? Why are we not respectful of time in our own community? I cannot tell you how many times people tell me, oh, I was invited to this, and when I got there, it was 3 hours before people started coming. It's embarrassing. Every time I hear that, it's so embarrassing that I can't even invite other people to come to events with me because of this. Because we are going to get there, and it's going to take 5, 4, 3 hours for people to start coming. But the event, it says 8 p.m. People don't get there till midnight. People don't get there till 10:30. It says 8 p.m. It's embarrassing for us to introduce people, to bring people to our events because of these reasons. We don't respect time when it comes to our own things. Why? It kills me. It really does. So I am asking, I'm addressing this. I'm taking one for the team. I am taking one because we complain about it. We eat ourselves, we criticize, but we are not addressing it. So I am addressing it for us. What will it take, or when will it be? What will it take for us to respect time for ourselves, for our new generation, for our family, for our community? When are we going to forget about African time, American time, and just be, and just do, and just be there? When are we going to forget about, stop? I'm not going to say forget. When are we going to stop using African and American time and just be on time? When are we going to do that? And why is it that we continue doing this over and over and over? Why? Why can we just accept time? Why can we accept to be on time? Period. When we are doing our own stuff. I just want to tell you, my brother, my sisters, my African community, I love us. Yes, we have a lot of, cultures. We have a lot of things we want to share with the world. We want to share with other people. Yes, it's good to be around, to be among us. It's good to, share our cultures, our food and everything else. But it is also good to introduce that to other race, to other people. To see us, to know us, to understand us. To know that we are not these things that you see like we sleep. People would, think that we sleep on a tree. When we are in Africa, we sleep on a tree. We are not that. In order for us to do that, for people to respect us, other race to respect us, to know us, to learn from us, we need to respect time. We need to respect ourselves. We need to know who we are. We need to show that we are better. We are better. So that is my message for you. We need to respect time. Not just for the white man. We need to respect time for our own race, for our own businesses, for our own, our own community. How is it that you tell people you have a business, you tell people that you are going to be there, your store opens at 9, but people get there at 9:30, you're not there? Do you think they're going to come back? They're not going to come back. So respect your own time. If you say I open on Sundays and they come on Sunday, you always close. You think they're going to come back next Sunday? They're not going to come. Respect time. Respect your time and other people's time. Introduce, adopt professionalism in our lives. How is it that you go to a restaurant, African restaurants, and half of the things on the menu are not available every single time? I promise you that I have not been to an African restaurant where everything is on the menu. It's always something is missing. Even the brand new restaurants that I went to support last time, half of the things that we wanted, And I bring people, other ways to try. You know, I want to support my people. We go there. Half of the stuff on the menu that we want were not available. So I am saying, if you don't have the stuff, adjust your menu. Do specific, like a short menu, but don't put it out there. And don't make people discouraged. Don't discourage people from coming back. So that's all I'm saying. Another thing I want to remind us, part of professionalism, I want to say, my brothers and my sisters, we love our food. We love our food. We all do. But not everybody does. So I just want to say that there's certain food you don't take to your workplace. There's certain food you just don't take to your workplace. You don't heat it in the microwave. In certain workplace, you don't take certain food. Because I hear people complaining about how our food smells. Like, you know, they go to the break room, even out of the break room, because we're heating up certain food and just mess up the whole office. They can't eat, they can't breathe, and all of that. It's not, I know, I'm just letting us know that they already have a bad taste about Africans. So doing all of this is just making things easier for them. So I just want to encourage you. There are certain food. We know what they are. I'm not going to list them for you. We know what they are. There are certain food. Don't take them to certain workplaces unless it is your own microwave. It's your own business. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. But if you work with other race, other people who are not familiar with African food, who don't love African food like we do, be mindful of what you are heating up in your break room. And I also want to say, last but not least, part of our professionalism, I want to tell my brothers, my sisters, when you're using cell phone in public, when you are using phone in public, not everybody needs to know your business. I cannot tell you how many times people tell me, oh my God, why are you guys so loud on the phone, on the cell phone? I want to tell you, when we are doing this, it just proves their point that it's a bad taste for us. It annoys me when I'm like 3 gates over at the airport and I can hear the conversation. Three gates over, 5 gates over. That is across from Starbucks. So Starbucks is in between all of that. And I still can hear your conversation. Your conversation with whoever is on the phone is none of my business. It's none of anybody's business. I know it's a free country. I know we can say whatever we want to a certain extent. I get it. But when you are on the phone, even if you're whispering, the person can hear you. The whole world does not have to hear you. The whole store does not have to hear you. The whole airport doesn't have to hear what you have to say. It's a bad taste. They're looking at us that we don't know anything. We don't know how to use a phone. We don't understand phone. This is why we don't get respect. I'm not saying this is only thing. These are only things that we don't get respect, but they are part of it because I hear it. I hear people complaining. I hear people talk about it. So I just want to, I don't know how you're feeling right now, but I know that these things that I'm talking to you about is coming from the best part of my heart. I want us to be better. I want us as Africans to be better people. I want us to learn and adopt the best part of the world. The best part of the things that will make us better, that will change our generation. That will make our generation better because it's taken forever. And we are still where we've been. We are getting worse and worse and worse. And if we don't do anything, I don't know when we are going to get it. It is going to take all of us. We need all of us as we to change our mentality, to make things better for us, to let people respect us, let people see who we are, what we are. We need to show people this African continent, this richest African continent, with its people. This big, intelligent African people that we are, we need to show it to the world. And it starts with our small communities. It starts with our family, our kids. It starts with our stores, store hours, making sure that we are following our store hours, making sure that when we are on the phone, we are mindful of other people around us, making sure that when we take food to work, it doesn't disturb everybody else. Making sure that when we are invited to a party, we are there on time. When we tell somebody, we give somebody an appointment, we are there on time. These are small things that will change our generation. These are small things that will make people respect us. So I want to tell you, my brother, my sister, my African community, let us start now adopting professionalism in our personal life, in our businesses, in our community, so that we can make our community, our generation, a better generation. So will you join me? Will you take this challenge with me? Will you join me so we can do this together? Will you? Will you do this? Will you think about it? Will you try? So you know what I'm going to say. What I ask from you, I can't do this by myself. You can't do this by yourself. We have to do this together. Every single one of us. We have to do this together. And the only way for us to start is by putting it out there, sharing, talking about it. That means share this video, whether you like it or not, no matter how you feel about it, it needs to be said. So I took one for the team. Yes, I took one for the team because I just feel like we have to. I have to. So I am putting it out there. What I'm asking from you is just please share with everyone. That's all I'm asking. Share. If you have 5 people on your phone, share with 5 people. If you have 10 people on your phone, share with 10 people. Just share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you still have not subscribed. And also check out the rest of the videos. Like I said, there are a few videos, especially the previous 4. I want you to check them out as well because this is the continuation of that. So I want you to please continue to stay open-minded. Let us work together. Let us change. Let us adapt. Let us be better people. Will you? Let us work together. Let us come together and make our African communities, African generation, a better one for our children and their children. Stay safe and blessed, and I'll see you when you see me.